Finish him. Hi there, Kris here, and I've kind of got a new kind of little segment I've made for myself, and it kind of helps me keep me motivated to keep going with certain projects and what have you. And so welcome to the first Finish Him series. So basically, you guys all know, well, for a lot of you guys who've been following me for a bit, know I've been working on this Lynx for quite a while, and there's many other projects that I have that are nearing completion, and I've been kind of like curious as to like what kind of title I should call the series, because it's not Airbrush Noob, it's not, a vlog. I mean, it could be a regular vlog, but I mean, all these videos are kind of like, a vlog. I mean, they're not, very polished or anything like that, right? And so, but that's fine, because I mean, like, all my other work is a little bit more polished than this, and this is kind of more for fun, and is, more entertainment than educational, but it is somewhat educational. At least I try to be anyway. Try to be helpful in most cases, right? So, Finish Him. Gonna be the Lynx. Still this little spot on here. I don't know what that is. I'm gonna have to get some water here and see if that comes off. But anyway, the Lynx. We are going to begin working on my Lynx, and we are going to come right off. Beauty, eh? And we are gonna do up some gemstones. We're gonna work on gemstones. So this will probably be like Finish Him part 1 of working on the Lynx, working on the gemstones. I'm going to probably work on, just for giggles, just see how the effect looks, because I'm going to try a different color scheme for my gems. I'm going to paint this big thing here, like a big gemstone. But I often see this little doodad right here. I often see this little doodad painted like a gemstone on a lot of Eldar tanks, and I'm not crazy about that because it's got those little divots, right? And it looks more like it's like a techno doodad, and it's like maybe a little sensor pod or something like along those lines, right? And so this overall color scheme of this tank, now I don't know if it shows up well on camera, but it is a very mid-tone red. It's more like Mephiston red along the outer edges here. It's actually not Mephiston red. This was just remember, if you go back a few Airbrush Noobs, I sprayed this entire thing gold and then built the color up, right? And so the gemstones, I want them to, we'll get a bit of overspray on here. I'm gonna have to clean this guy up again. If you guys all recall, I got a lot of overspray last time, and because I was spraying the other little bits in here, you can see I got lots of overspray. Got a little overzealous in my laying out the black on this stuff. But anyway, Finish Him. Get them done. Get these guys done. There's going to be many more projects that are, at various stages of completion. I think after I get this guy done, it'll either be my Hemlock, my Eldar Hemlock next, or my Forge World Avatar. My Forge World Avatar, for some of you guys on Facebook have been watching, and you've seen that project. And so what are we going to do the gemstones? Well, because I have this nice deep red with some, yellows and oranges in here, some really nice bright tones, I'm going to go with fairly deep, a deep color. Not too deep, but deep enough. And for giggles here, I'm just shaking up the paint, that's why my voice is kind of vibrating. For giggles, I am going to paint the gemstones in a base coat of Nagroth Night, and then I'm going to blend Temple Guard Blue in there. Now my Temple Guard Blue looks like it's sitting. It's been sitting a while. No, it's alright. Just looked like there was a little thing there, like a separation line in the paint, but it looks like it's alright. Oh yeah, it's alright. It's all good. It's all good. It's alright. So normally I would use a wet palette for a lot of this. You can see my palette's still dirty here from the last stuff I was doing. But right now, I'm just going to give this a try. I'm going to grab a little bit of blue, or purple I mean, slap a little bit on my palette. Now my brush is just damp. It's not wet with medium or anything like that. And I'm very carefully here just going to begin base coating the stone. Now the reason for going with this purple is because the yellow's on the model. It's the complementary color. Purple is the complementary to yellow. And so really it's just, some very basic color theory behind why I'm choosing this route. But I also wanted to keep the stones fairly interesting. And yeah, so that's not covering entirely as nicely as I'd like. So we are going to do another stone here while we wait for that other stone to dry. Oops, I didn't glue the canopy on yet. No big whoop. So we will hit this other stone with the brush. Get it going. There we go. Well, it's probably because of the sealant as well. If you all recall, I sprayed this with a gloss sealant before starting laying down the black and everything on this model. I always kind of refer back to the previous videos, right? So if you didn't catch those previous videos on what I did for this, then you can always go back. They're in there. They're in my channel, my videos, what I'm doing, kind of crazy crap I'm up to. And yeah. So I thought it'd be kind of humorous to go with, you know, finish him as the video series name, just because, you know, like I was toying around before with like what possibly to name this series. Like, what can I possibly name this? What on earth? You know, because I mean, like, I have the airbrush noob, I have Way the Brush, I have, you know, all these different little series names. And really the naming scheme for a lot of my stuff is just to kind of keep me kind of organized, kind of keep my thoughts organized on what is going to be next. And, you know, like, it just helps keep me motivated to keep working on stuff. Because I know sometimes, you know, we don't feel very motivated to work on our projects and what have you. And, you know, it's just complete pain and blah. Just don't feel like it some days, right? And so let's lay a little bit more purple. Let's get a little bit more purple done, I guess, since we're waiting for that to dry, that big area to dry. Let's grab a little bit more. And let's hit these guys here. I'm probably going to do all the gemstones the same color, just for completeness sake, because my idea behind what I'm going to do these gemstones is, you know, I don't know, just keeps it feeling fairly uniform. Normally on a lot of my Samhan models, I paint the gemstones like either blue or green. We usually go for that kind of scheme, just mainly because blue looks really sharp on red, and green, of course, looks really great on top of the red, especially when you go with a nice deep green. And now for the cannon. Oh, the cannon. What should we do the cannon? No idea. And that big gemstone looks like it's dry enough. Let's slap another coat of paint on that. And try not to hit any other areas. There we go. Could have thinned it down a little bit just to help eliminate some brush strokes, but I think once I get to the varnishing stage, like when I'm going to gloss coat this entire guy again, I don't think brush strokes will be much of a concern. And again, this I'm not painting this for any kind of, you know, competition type standards or anything like that. It's not you know, I'm not killing myself over, you know, technique or anything like that. I'm just trying to get her done, get her done, get her done. So there we go. That gemstone looks pretty darn cool. Yeah, I'm kind of digging that. Just the purple on it, really. I don't know. What do you guys think? I think the purple looks kind of cool, but gotta keep going here. Keep going. Oh, I didn't catch the underside of this gem. Oops. Oh well. Oh well. No biggie. Just keep working away. Just keep swimming. Just keep swimming. Yeah, I'm not humming any particular tune in my head or anything like that. It's more or less just bopping to what's left in there. Also, I don't, at the time I'm making this, I'm just, you know, conceptualizing the show, and I don't know, is it really a show? It's more or less a vlog, but anyway, I was thinking of making some sort of intro for this, but I don't know what, because you know, my initial thoughts on finish him is, you know, maybe I'll just record something like that and I'll just have the letters up here. I'll show the model and then it'll be finish him. Yeah, maybe something along those lines. Something kind of fun, right? Something kind of goofy and kind of fun. Well, I guess I could keep going, right? Instead of sitting here talking away to the camera. I'm gonna grab this other brush here. It's because some of these stones are small. Oops, hit another bottle's paint here. Yeah, so the plan is to do these stones blending, just because some of them are so large, and because I have so many to do, I figured, well, instead of like doing it in the normal process where I would layer the highlights onto the stone and what have you, I figured, let's make it kind of fun and let's just do some quick blending on these. And again, and you know, just try and, you know, keep it interesting for you guys, because I know some of you guys out there are not very comfortable with blending, and you know, it sometimes intimidates people, and I like to be a beacon of reason for some people that, you know, these techniques, you don't have to be scared of them. They're not, you know, mystifying or anything like that. Like, it's just, you know, it's just paint, people. It's just paint. So I'm gonna let that dry, and I will come back and we will begin blending in the highlights. All right, so here we go. So we're gonna quickly grab a little bit of this Nagrath Night. We're gonna load up a brush really quickly here. Let's grab a little bit onto the palette. Get a little bit onto the brush, just like so. I'm gonna grab I'm gonna hang it. I'm holding onto it in my teeth at the moment. Grabbing some of this Temple Guard blue. Now, I'm gonna be honest with you, kids. I've not tried this color scheme before, and so I am going to really quickly here. I'm going to take the purple and slap it down onto the surface here. Sorry, my voice is kind of funny, but and then really quickly here, oops, touching other areas. We are going to begin blending the color, and not bad, not bad at all. Yeah, I kind of dig it. Let's need a little bit more of that Temple Guard blue in there, though. But let's grab a little bit of the purple here, and let's try and feather some of this backwards again. There we go. There we go. Everybody's behaving. Oops, too far. Lay some more of this blue down, and we get a nice little blend. And a little bit more. The hard part is not to overblend, especially if you're not using any retardants or anything. because otherwise you create this chunky finish on your model and it becomes really annoying and disappointing, and you think, oh my god, I ruined my model. And you know, it's a bit of a pain, but it's okay. Now we'll create the final little bright points like so. Yeah, that's not bad. That's not bad at all. Just get that a little bit there. I suppose we could even hit that with a little bit more contrast. It gets a little bit washy in here, but of course it's because I'm, you know, I was overbrushing it there. I should have laid a heavy load down onto the brush and then did it. But because it's such a large surface, you know, it was kind of hard to, like, you know, get it properly without using like retardants or anything. But anyway, I'm not making excuses. No excuses. No excuses. So let's grab our brush. Let's do another stone. Let's lay some purple right out on this guy. Grab our other brush here. Yeah. Yeah, it's not bad at all. I kind of dig it. I kind of dig it. Let's get a bit more purple back in here. Bring that back. There we go. Okay. There, blue again. And bring that right back again. And let's grab a little more blue. Slap that in there. Like so. It's not bad. Real quick. Not trying to do anything too fancy. And let's go with this stone here next. So we want to cover as much of the stone as possible in our base color. Grab our blue and then begin laying that out. And then blend. Blend, blend, blend. I like to blend. Here we go. Oh, almost nailed that on the first try. Sometimes when you get really comfortable with blending, you'll kind of just get right into it right away. And, you know, it's a good feeling when you do that. You can just kind of get it on the first try. Let's do this the opposite direction here. Oops, or blue, I mean. Oh, the blue's starting to get a little thick. Yep. Crap. That's okay. That's okay. Here we go. And so all we're looking to do is create just that little bit of transition in there. And oh, hey, luckily paintbrush didn't even hit it all. And you know, just give it a hint. Again, like I said, I'm not going for any kind of, you know, super duper standard or anything like that. I'm just trying to get this friggin' guy done. Let's throw a little bit more blue in there. There we go. See really quickly how fast we're getting it done. Plus it too, it helps that, you know, the stones are fairly large, and you know, I really wouldn't go too long when you're two brush blending. I wouldn't go too long without rinsing your brushes off, just because you don't want to you know, have that paint drying on your brush, because that becomes a huge pain. So always be careful. Be mindful of how long you've had it. It's even if you're using like a wet palette or whatever, right? I mean, you still have to be mindful of, you know, of the time spent blending and what have you. And also, you know, when you're two brush blending, you know, it's often easier if you're using a retardant as well, just because you have more time to work on your blend. But you know, we're not going to cry about it here. We're just going to quickly get this guy done. And there we go. Get this color happening here. Come on. Yeah, it's going to fight me on this side here. Don't do a lot of talking when I'm really into something. Oh crap, come on. It's okay though. I think I got too much moisture on my brushes. Some of the color's just not moving the way I want it right now. That's also a problem too when you're trying to blend stuff. Like I said, sometimes you get it in the first try and you're like, yay, I did it the first try. And then, you know, you keep trying at it and you go, oh, I keep fighting with the color and it's going back and forth and it's, you know, so you just take your little victories where you can, you know. It's all part of the process of mastering, you know, your usage of color. And I'm just gonna make this final little bright points here. I forgot to do that before. There we go. I like making this little kind of crescent shape at the bottom. This one too here. It's got the little divot. It's kind of throwing the shadow in there. It's kind of a pain. It's kind of bugging me. And this little guy too. There we go. There we go. So it's kind of interesting. It's, you know, like it's kind of working for me. But I think you can already see how, like, this stone here, you can see the white, how the light is over this way. And you can see how the light is gathering on it. And, you know, it looks like a big gemstone, right? But, yeah, so we're going to continue working on this. Get all these gemstones painted up. I think I'm going to just do them all the one color. But what do you guys think about the cannon? What color should the gemstones be on the cannon? Do you think the cannon should have red gemstones? Or should they be the purple as well, the blue-purple color scheme as well? Or should they be something else? Should they be green? Should they be, you know? But let me know down below what you guys think. And I'm going to continue doing these purple gemstones. And in the next Finish Him part 2 of the Lynx, we will see. Because I'm going to keep finishing these stones, get them all done. And then, yeah, so let me know what you guys think in the comments below. And I will see you guys later. Also, let me know what you guys think of the title. Do you think the title works? Do I need an intro for this? And if so, what kind of idea should the intro be? Like, you know, what should I do? Should it be me in a kung fu outfit, drop kicking models? Like a whole shelf of models? I don't know. That doesn't sound right. And I don't know where I'm going to find a big shelf of models that anybody's going to let me drop kick. And you know what? I don't even know if I can drop kick anyway. I'm too old. I will see you guys later.